To create a new project, it's best to start with the Create a New Image option. In this case, you give it a title. I'm going to call this Practice Canvas. And then you're going to want to use one of the presets. I recommend starting with 1024 by 768, which is a good large size to edit with. And then simply say OK. What will come up is a blank canvas. And you'll notice under Layers it's called your background. By default, it's going to be a white background. If you want to import your portrait, what you're going to want to do is go to the File menu and then do Open Image. In your case, it's going to bring up a prompt for Google Drive, but I'm going to pull one from my desktop. By opening it, it creates a file and a separate window on top of your own canvas. This way you can jump between the two files. What you'll want to do, if you want to copy the whole image, is go to the Edit menu and say Select All. You'll notice that if you've done it correctly, that the dancing ants will go all the way around the image. Simply hit the Edit menu and choose Copy. Tap back on your Canvas project, go to the Edit menu and choose Paste. You'll notice that your image has now been attached on top of your canvas as a new layer. If you click on it twice, you can change the layer name to something familiar, and then click outside to save it. Keep in mind that this layer is like a piece of paper. It's residing on top of your background. If I uncheck it, it will hide itself away. Also, any of the edits I do are only going to happen on the layer that I'm currently clicking on. So if I want to change the shape of this, I can go to the Edit menu and choose Free Transform. It now brings up these little boxes that let me reshape it. If I hold down my Shift key and then drag from a corner, it will keep the image in proportion. Without the Shift key, it will actually shrink or stretch the image. So it's ideal to use the Shift key. I'm going to reshape it to about this size, and then I can simply tap in the space outside and say yes, I want to apply the change. If I want to change this later, I still can go back to the Edit menu and do Free Transform, and it will allow me to make it bigger. I can also hover my mouse right over in the corner to do Rotate. And Rotate will allow me to turn it in any direction that I'd like. This is probably the best way to start importing images into separate layers for your editing purposes.